everyone, I'm Lee, or Elizabeth if you're my parents and I'm in trouble. We're here today to make creamy cheesy omelets. These happen to be one of our favorites for a quick meal because we're always on the way out the door. Let's see, we go to roller skating, and roller skating about 5 nights a week. So we often need quick and easy meals. The great thing about this omelet is once you have the sauce down, you can make them any flavor you want and match whatever you happen to have on hand. First, I'm going to go over the quick and easy creamy cheesy sauce, and then we'll talk about a couple of variations. The first thing you're going to use in your omelet sauce is a 1/4 cup of cream cheese. Philadelphia, you can use the reduced fat version if you're on a diet, which our family always is. If you're not on a diet, go ahead and splurge and use the original. Make sure your cream cheese is softened. If you plan ahead, you can leave out your 1/4 cup of cream cheese. If you don't plan ahead, like I usually do, you're going to have to use the microwave to soften it. In that case, make sure you take off the aluminum wrapping. You're also going to use a 1/4 cup of sour cream. For our flavors today, we're using fresh chives, parsley, salt, a pinch of salt, pepper, and onion powder. Onion powder is a great flavor enhancer. It enhances the flavor without adding a lot of sodium. So we're going to chop our fresh herbs up nice and small. If I don't have fresh, I'll substitute dry, but use a little bit less. And we're going to blend the cream cheese, the sour cream, and all of our herbs up into a nice sauce. Now that my sauce is ready, I'm going to get my other goodies that I'm going to put in there ready. I'm going to cook those up before I start cooking the omelets because everything happens too quick. For our dining pleasure today, we have a selection. We happen to have leftover shrimp in the house, so I chop those up nice and small. Bacon, because my father will eat anything if you put bacon in it. Asparagus. I'm going to saute the asparagus before I cook it. Before I add it to the omelet. Spinach, which I'll just wilt for a couple of seconds in a frying pan, and tomato. Tomato, I'm going to take out the seeds before I use it because you don't want to add the moisture to your omelet. We're also going to saute up some mushrooms. Happens to be a favorite in our house. The trick to sauteing mushrooms is high to medium-high heat for about 3 to 4 minutes to drive off all the water. Then you turn your heat down and saute them till they're golden brown and flavorful. So once that's all ready, I'm going to go and cook my omelet. Now, a lot of people think cooking an omelet is difficult, but it's actually much easier than you think. You're going to take your eggs and you're going to use a whisk, froth them up very nicely, about 100 whisks, stirs, and then you're going to dump them into your frying pan, which you've heated up. You're going to turn the heat down to about medium, and I'm going to swirl the pan. Swirling builds up the edge of the omelet so that it's easier to flip when you're ready to fold it in half. I'm also going to lift up the edge a couple of times and let my egg run underneath my omelet so that it strengthens it as well. Once I've got the omelet almost cooked and there's just a little bit of runny egg left, I'm going to put my omelet sauce on 1/2 of the omelet, and then I'm going to throw on my goodies. My favorite today, I used mushrooms and asparagus. Then I'm going to put a lid on my omelet and I'm going to let it cook for about 45 seconds. That makes sure that my inner goodies are very warm and that my egg is fully cooked and I've avoided burning my omelet. I'm then going to flip the omelet closed and slide it onto a plate. It's ready to eat. I don't always have the same ingredients on hand, so I've learned a couple variations over the years. I love Mexican, so it turns out that if you substitute cilantro for your parsley and add some cumin and some chili powder, you can make yourself a Mexican omelet. In that case, for goodies, I would probably use sauteed black beans and fresh corn if I had it. Might be some leftover chicken if I had it at the house. Let's see, what else could you do? Well, the possibilities are really endless. I could use chicken and tarragon, or a little bit of leftover steak if I had that. The limits are only set by you. Have fun. Thanks for listening.